Hey man, what it is, YouTube, it's your boy TJ, man. We reacted to disturbing banned footage of mass shooter. Damn, you shot up the stove? Oh shit. Oh.
This is Ethan Blair Miller, and he is about to step into his former workplace, ready to shoot
That nigga came in with a chop? Not one, but two?
anyone who gets in his way.
Ethan, chill, nigga. Oh.
Minutes before this tragedy, Ethan sent a chilling message to his family, one that no one would ever want to receive. If you're reading this, then I'm definitely dead. And he wouldn't be lying. Ethan would end up dead, but not from the officer's bullets. Rather from something no one...
See, that what I'm... Oh.
However, his classmates had already noticed something very strange about him long before. A behavior that now seems like a sign of what was to come. Ethan Blair, an apparently ordinary student, sparked curiosity and even a bit of fear among his peers. Not because he was troublesome or loud, but because...
I'm saying, but the killer could be right by you in your classroom. Imagine the killer sitting back in your classroom the whole time, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Anybody, like, some niggas be having the devil in them, but it's crazy, though, because, like, well, you never know, boy, who you by, who you with, fam. That's what I'm saying, because, like, anything can happen, bro. Like, that's why I don't underestimate nobody, fam. Like, I don't underestimate nobody, fam, because you never know, fam. You never know who that person is, because, like, some of y'all making jokes about somebody. You never know, bro. That man could be a killer. Y'all be underestimating people. That's how a lot of niggas be down. We ain't gonna do nothing. Look at him. He look like a goofy. Alright, nigga will kill you out here, boy.
of a strange habit. He always carried a notebook in which he wrote obsessively. Every class, every free minute, every break. Ethan filled its pages with enigmatic notes. And little did his classmates know that each day they stayed alive around him was a blessing. But what was he writing? Stories began to circulate among some classmates who claimed to have read one of the pages from his enigmatic notebook. Those words, filled with coldness and contempt, read, "Death, huh, so peaceful. Death happens every day, get over it. You want me to feel bad? Well, I don't. Humans are nothing." These phrases caused a stir in the school hallways, but what no one knew was that this was nowhere near the most disturbing page in Ethan's notebook. There was one page none of his classmates ever got to read, a page that contained something no one would ever want to discover about a classmate. On it, Ethan wrote, "I'm gonna be a school shooter. Crazy. I've had a morbid interest in shootings for a long time, especially Columbine, my last resort. I didn't think it'd ever go this far, but here I am, a fucking pathetic human.
Oh my
I was
God.
the..."
See what I'm saying, bro? You never know what a person going through, fam. Like, this is crazy, bro. You ready to end it all right now, bro. That's what I'm saying. But the devil be in some niggas, boy. This ain't no human, bro. I don't know what's wrong with
Quiet kid with anger issues all throughout school, so maybe it's not as much of a surprise to some of you. And he would be right. It wouldn't be much of a surprise, especially for Isaac, his classmate, who, after an altercation at school, ended up getting both of them suspended for a week. But what seemed like a temporary punishment marked the beginning of something much darker. When Isaac got home after the incident, he received a message from Ethan. What he read left him stunned. "I'm gonna shoot you." Isaac responded with disbelief. "Sure, shut up." But Ethan insisted.
He think he playing, though. He think he playing. Talking about, sure, shut up whole time. Ethan ain't playing. He ain't playing, but he think he playing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta make sure y'all strap. I feel like in this world, you need a gun, bro. Nigga be out here walking naked. You need a gun in this world, bro. You need a gun in this world, because shit like this happen.
With something more direct and terrifying. You're going to regret it. Time passed, and although Isaac tried not to give it too much importance, the memory of that message haunted him, until one day he saw him again, in the parking lot of Safeway, where Ethan worked. There, the young man once again faced a direct death threat. The experiences Isaac recounts are chilling, especially knowing what Ethan would end up doing weeks later.
Oh.
However, the true revenge Ethan had in mind was against his school. For weeks, he had been writing down his plans for the school shooting and his darkest thoughts, outlining every detail with unsettling precision. According to what he himself stated in his notes, yes, Columbine partially inspired this. I've been interested in the case for a long time, and it has provided the blueprint and part of the inspiration for Doomsday. I relate to Eric and Dylan on some level as well. They were the same as me, good young men f***ed by society. Ethan already had his plan set, but just when he was ready to move from planning to execution, a problem arose, one he hadn't considered. The school year came to an end. With the school no longer in session, the stage for his revenge was out of reach, forcing him to rethink his next move. After weeks of feeding his anger, Ethan finally reached a conclusion. His plan would go forward, this time with a specific date. His writings reflect the dark determination that had been festering in his mind for so long. Finally settled on a date for my last day of this hell on earth, the 8th of September, a Thursday, the first day of school for all students at Mountain View High School. God, I can't wait.
Oh.
However, things would take a dramatic turn.
That's him right
Ethan's
there?
rage and anger were greater than his patience. After weeks consumed by uncontrollable rage
That boy Ethan
and feeling
ready to
trapped
smack
in a
the whole
world he
school.
deemed unjust, Ethan couldn't wait
Damn,
any
nigga.
longer. Just 1 week before the date he had originally chosen, on August 27th, he wrote a chilling declaration of intent in his notebook. Fuck it. I'm done waiting. I can't wait any longer. The rage has become uncontrollable, and it can't wait 2 more weeks. Tomorrow, Sunday, August 28th, Doomsday.
August 28.
It came early, fuckers. Fuck this place.
Damn. That's why you playing like it be demons or some people. Like he said, fuck, he ready to end it right nah. He said, fuck it, I can't stand this shit no more. Man.
I can't stand more than 1 more day of absolute misery. It's fucking dog shit here. The next hours will be like an eternity. His plan, initially scheduled for the first day of school, was brought forward. However, due to the holidays, he made a different decision. He chose his former workplace, the Safeway in Bend, Oregon, as the stage for his revenge. That night, while the world carried on, just hours before the massacre, Ethan wrote what would be some of his final words. It's a strange thing, knowing you'll be dead soon. Your mind and humanity start to play tricks on you. I guess it's the basic pathetic instincts of the human body. Survival, pitiful. I look death in the face daily and welcome its embrace. But something unexpected
That's
was
why you
about
don't
to
mess with
happen
nobody. You
again.
never know what niggas
His
go
younger
through,
brother,
boy.
whose identity and age
Why
have
you
not been
underestimate
publicly
no nigga?
revealed, interrupted his plans by reminding him of a promise Ethan had made, that the next day they would watch a football game together in the afternoon. Ethan agreed, and he wasn't lying, because the next day, while the two brothers shared the moment watching the game, everything seemed calm. But when the game ended, Ethan's dark resolve took control once again. With an attitude that raised no suspicion, Ethan gave his brother some cash and asked him to go buy something to drink. While his brother was out, Ethan changed clothes and prepared for what he had called Doomsday. However, what his younger brother didn't know was that it would be the last time he would see him alive.
Damn, that's crazy.
Once he
His
had gotten
brother
rid
ain't
of his
know nothing
brother,
of this.
Ethan prepared his weapons and headed in a barely discreet manner to his target scenario. The safe
Damn, Ethan, you about to throw your life away like that? Damn, Ethan, bro, that's more to life, gang.
way he used to work in.
And these niggas in the store, they just buying stuff. These niggas in the store, I don't know if they died or not, but they just had to buy groceries for the holiday. They ain't even know this was going on. That's what I'm saying. You never know. You don't gotta do nothing to nobody for you to get in trouble. Trouble could just find you. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas better stay strapped up. But y'all tripping. Oh.
What's that?
shit.
The curiosity of the Safeway employees
tripping,
nearly
bro.
cost them their lives. In an instant, the supermarket turned into chaos as gunshots
Y'all niggas
echoed
better run. Y'all on
everywhere.
the floor, nigga, run.
The sound of bullets triggered screams and panic, while employees and customers desperately scrambled for cover. Fortunately, up until that moment, no injuries or fatalities had been reported.
Niggas still
But that was
standing
about to change in the
around.
next few
fuck?
seconds.
Y'all niggas just wanna die. Oh shit. Ethan finna run down on some shit, man. Oh, Ethan. Nigga, you walking? Oh yeah, he dead. Oh shit.
For the younger people, finding shelter was relatively easy. However, for Glenn Bennett, an 84-year-old man, the
84?
situation was very different.
Oh man.
His limited mobility left him exposed in the chaos, and the first shot struck him, sending him to the ground. But for Ethan, that wasn't enough. With terrifying coldness,
Stand over
Ethan
him?
approached the elderly man and, without hesitation, fired 15 more shots at him.
Damn.
Glenn lay motionless on the floor, marking one of the most brutal moments of that night. But as Ethan moved forward
Damn. Yeah, this nigga don't care no more. It's over with. Nah, he don't care no more.
in search
He
of
don't care
more
no more.
victims, the next encounter would be very different. This time, standing in his path was someone whose legs froze with fear.
Oh shit. Oh, yeah, he
However,
gone.
instead of ending their life as he had done with Glenn, something unexpected happened.
What? Oh. Well, he killed him too? Look, this nigga don't care no more. It's already over with. Damn, Ethan. Oh shit. Oh shit.
He decided to spare him.
He spared
The
him.
reason? We'll never.
You see how God worked? He stand over and killed the 84-year-old. Stand over him and shot him 15 times, but he spared him. Why? It wasn't his time to go yet, man. That's what I'm saying.
know.
Damn. that's
However,
crazy.
just 30 feet away, another scenario was unfolding. A Safeway worker, an ex-military man, had been carefully watching Ethan from the shadows. With a knife in hand, the tension grew as he planned each move, waiting for the perfect moment to confront him and put an end to his attack.
You a brave ass nigga, bro.
66-year-old Donald Surratt Jr., a Korean War survivor, would die at Ethan's hands while attempting to stop a massacre. However, in doing so, he did stop it. He was the last innocent person to lose their life to Ethan.
Damn.
Not because Ethan wanted to stop, but because the person to
Why would you do
However,
that?
survivor
I don't care,
would
bitch.
die at
I'm
Ethan's
running, nigga.
hands
Fuck
while
that.
attempting.
I ain't Mr. Save no hoe, nigga. I ain't Superman. I ain't none of that. I'm running. If I have fire on me, yeah, I'm letting that shit off. But I'm running, nigga. A knife? You gonna run this nigga with a knife when you got 2 chops in his hand? You
To stop a massacre. However, in doing so, he did stop it. He was the last innocent person to lose their life to Ethan. Not because
ran up on
Ethan
that nigga
wanted
when
to
he had 2
stop,
chops?
but because the police were already arriving. As the officers approached, the situation became eerily silent. No more gunfire, no sounds of chaos. Just an unsettling stillness. And then, a single gunshot. The echo faded, swallowed by the silence
Well, he
that
killed
followed.
himself?
The officers rushed inside, expecting to face an armed and dangerous shooter. But what they found was something else entirely. That same morning, before everything unfolded, Ethan had written one final message.
Damn.
Words that seemed to foreshadow the inevitable. Why? I can already see all of you asking that question. And the answer is that I have no fucking idea. My head just doesn't fucking work anymore. It's like a living hell. I can never shut my thoughts off. To all my family and friends, I loved all of you dearly. None of this is your burden. I chose this 100% on my own. No one else is at fault. So with all of that said, I want you all. And there, in the dimly lit room, the officers finally saw him. Ethan's lifeless body. The massacre had come to an end, but the questions were only beginning.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all never know, like, don't underestimate nobody, but you never know what people going through, but that's crazy. Wow.